Good evening, Mr. Hart. How are you today?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing good. It's a little cold outside today, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah. All right. So before I explain anything, before we talk about what brings you in today, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Bethesda Center and the things that we offer here.
Mm-hmm.
So here at the Bethesda Center, we offer shelter, a day shelter and night shelter, for families and single people who are trying to get back on their feet. We also have programs here where you can talk to caseworkers and social workers and counselors about any problems that you're having, which I am one, and I'm glad you came to talk to me today.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing I wanted to talk about is the confidentiality here at the Bethesda Center. Here at the Bethesda Center, when dealing with clients, we want to make sure that what happens here, what is said here in any meetings or anything that you tell me is kept confidential, and that nothing will be said to anyone unless it's to my supervisor, and after I have your say so. And also, only time we'll have to report anything is if you say anything about harming yourself in any way. Okay. So what exactly brings you in today?
Depression.
And what are you depressed about?
Just my lifestyle right now due to abuse and things that's happened in my past.
Okay. And you said abuse. Right. So when you say abuse, what do you mean by abuse? Is it physical abuse?
Like everything, like physical, mentally, verbal, all from my aunt though. Like, 'cause I mean, my parents died when I was 13, both of my parents, in a car accident, and then I was turned over to my grandmother at the age of 13, and probably about 2 months after the incident and being turned over to her, she died also. So that put me into foster care for about 2 years. And I mean, people been thinking foster care is like horrible or whatever, but foster care isn't. Like, I met some really nice people there who I still talk to this day if I ever had like issues. But probably about 5 years after that, like, okay, yeah. So 5 years. Sorry, my mind is like blank right now. So 5 years after that, I was turned over to my aunt, which I don't really have a good history with then and now, due to how she was acting towards my mother and grandmother. So that really affects my household life with her. Like, I mean, I graduated or whatever, but you know, not to have any type of support at graduation, you know, that also added more fuel to the fire in her household.
So before you came to the Bethesda Center, were you currently staying with your aunts?
Yeah, but I also was going like back and forth to my other grandmother's house. But I know you're probably asking, like, wondering, like, why did I go over there, like, after foster care? Was because I didn't want to put a lot of my responsibilities on her, because she's also at an older age, like my other grandmother. So.
And so is this grandmother your maternal or paternal, your dad's mom or your mom's mom?
My dad's mom.
Your dad's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is the one that you went to after you stayed with your aunt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so, how did your aunt take that?
I mean, she didn't really care, because she doesn't really care about anybody but herself. And my parents also left in their will. If anything was to happen to them, I would get a certain amount of money. And she felt like she deserved a huge chunk out of that. So, I mean, I wasn't going to give her any, because, I mean, that's my money. Because, I mean, my parents gave it to me, so.
Okay. All right, so are you currently working?
Yeah.
And where do you work? So are you currently working?
Yes, I work for UPS or whatever. And, I mean, I think I need to do better, but, I mean, I don't want to keep spending the money that my parents gave me or whatever. So, you know, I keep a job to make sure that I'm not spending too much out of that account, because I also do want to go to school.
Okay. And what do you want to go to school for?
Don't be laughing at me when I tell you, but oh my gosh, radiology. Yeah, I mean people laugh at that because I guess they never think I will be like amount to anything or whatever. So I mean that's what I want to do. So
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I turned it off.
It's fine. It's fine. So enrolling in school, or when do you want to enroll in school?
I'm pushing for the fall of 2017.
Okay. And do you know what schools you want to go to? You want to go to schools around here?
UNC Wilmington or somewhere out of state, because I'll be able to afford it out of state. So.
Okay. And so, do you talk with your grandmother about this?
Yeah, she's happy for me. You know, she wants the best for me. And since I was the only child to both my parents, you know, of course she's gonna want the best for me.
So balancing work and the work doesn't have anything to do with your depression?
No, just the loss of my parents and my aunt and stuff. You know, it can really be overwhelming when doing work at school. I mean, not school. Work at times. And, you know, I have bills to pay, so that can also be overwhelming. But I'm not to the point of depression where I don't want to live and don't want to do things, because, you know, I try to make a worse situation to the best situation.
Okay, that's a good thing. So what type of things do you like to do outside of working and being around with your grandmother?
Hanging out with my foster care friends. You know, they've been there since day one, so I try to keep them as close as I can if I'm not working or hanging with my grandmother. Or video games, I guess. You know, kills time. Making music, dancing, listening to music, anything that involves music.
Okay. So, as far as the information I've gathered, as a social worker, I like to know about your system and how your system affects you and who's all in your system for support. So, I know that you have your grandmother, your foster friends, and who else is like there for you to support you?
My co-workers are also, I mean, where I work at is good, you know, it's a good place to work, and they help me a lot because they understand, like, my background story and stuff and what I go through with my aunt. So, say if I had, like, an issue going on at home and I come to work, like, because, I mean, no matter what the issue is, they can say that I can come into work with a smile all the time, and which I do. But then sometimes they can also notice that the smile isn't as real as it seems.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll probably crash at one of my co-workers' house or whatever. So,
Okay. So what kind of things are you looking to get out of the visits with me and future visits, like far as your goals, like how do you want me to help you? I know you said that you wanted to enroll into school, and you also wanted to become independent on your own as far as getting your place to stay. So what kind of benefits are you looking to get out of the visits with me and your talks with me as far as planning your goals and setting your goals? Because I know that you said that you wanted to enroll into school by fall of 2017. You also wanted to become independent and have your own place to stay so that you won't wear out your welcome with your grandmother. And as far as your depression from abuse with your aunt. And you're here with us today because, you know, you had that strength and that goal to start your independence.
right.
So, what exactly are you wanting me to help you with? No, wait. Wait. So what exactly, what are the goals? Let's put your goals far as like priority, what comes first? What do you want? What do you think is most important to you right now?
Closure between the death of my parents. I mean, of course, I always wish they were here, but I need closure at some point to continue living, and also being able to not let my aunt thrill make an impact on my life to the point that I can't do anything. So, like, basically having more power over her than she has over me.
So do you still keep in touch with your aunt, even though you say you're abused by her? Do you still keep in touch with her?
Not really. I mean, basically she's still, I mean, I am 20, but she's basically still in control of everything that I do. Like, I mean, mail gonna come over there, bills and stuff that I have to pay for go to that address and stuff, which, But I mean, like, my outside life wise, she doesn't really have any control of what's over there.
Okay. And what about your goals for going to school in the fall of 2017?
Just making it the best that I can.
I know you said that you graduated from high school.
Mm-hmm.
So did you take the SATs or because I
Yeah.
can help you?
I did all of that and I passed, all of them.
Okay.
To the point where I can get into the best schools and stuff. I mean, high school, I didn't play any games because I wanted to get up out of this area or environment. So.
Okay. And what about you? I know you said that you don't want to wear out your welcome at your grandmother's house, and you're tired.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to say to that. I know you said you didn't want to wear out your welcomes at your grandmother's house and with your friends. So, what did you want to in your head? And that's what made you come to the Bethesda Center so that you can, have shelter here. So, are you currently saving up enough money to find your own home, your own
Yes,
residence?
because, I still have money from both parents from when they died due to their will and stuff. So, but I don't want to depend on that money. Like, I want to use that money later on in life. So, here, I'm going to stay here until probably school starts and I'll start looking for my own place. But now, just keep saving up in my other accounts so I can have enough money to move out of here and get my own place.
Okay. Mr. Hart, from what basically what I gathered from this meeting was that you have a lot of strengths, and some of the strengths that I saw is that you said that you always try to go into work and have a good attitude and smile no matter what, and I think that's a wonderful thing to do, and that's what we're here for you to open up to us if you have any problems and everything. And since we talked about what you came in here to me for, in our next visit, what we're going to do is just kind of focus on what you need to do to be getting into school this upcoming fall. So any questions? Do you have any questions for me?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. So I'm going to just arrange your visit and everything. I'm going to send you how to I'm going to call you, give you a phone call and everything. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for meeting with me today, Mr. Hart.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a
Nice
good
to meet
one.
you too.